Hello, hello, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XI. It's me, your host, the overworked and underlaid fellow. Oh, actually, I'm doing just fine in the lays department, but that's personal and I shouldn't talk about it. So, today we're going to do more Voracious Resurgence and hopefully not fuck it up. But first, you notice in the log there we've obtained a smoldering lamp. Today is a special day with regards to my Einherjar progress towards our Mythic Great Katana that we are working on for sentimental reasons. I've heard it's no longer the best thing that samurai can make, because samurais finally pulled their heads out and realized, oh wait, all these other things that do more damage than the mythic weapon do more damage than the mythic weapon. Whoopsie doopsie. But no, it's probably still pretty good because the choices of great katanas at 99 seem to be few and far and in between as to what's actually really good. So much so that, like, the Alluvian great katana is one of the better ones, which is fucking weird to me. But anyway, today's the day that we do any Einherjar, doesn't matter what tier. It could be Odin's Chamber, it could be tier 1, and we will have 100,000 Therian Ichor, which, you know, is just fancy talk for Beast's Blood, from Einherjar. So yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna hop to it, men. And we're gonna... we could eat defense food. What are we gonna do next? Now let's just go the hybrid food. Oh god. Okay, we got Brunhilde's Chamber. Awesome. Maybe we'll get a Hydra or a Cerberus to get more meat to make steaks with, or Hydra Kofte. Looks like we're starting out with me choking on my own spit. Disgusting! Oh, Arimon's over there. I like to go Red Mage sub to Einherjar, basically for Aqua Veil and Stone Skin. Phalanx helps a little bit. Protect 3, Shell 2 also help a little bit. Also Convert. I like having Convert, not because you use it in the middle of combat, but in case like you overmilk your MP somehow, then you still wind up being able to be okay about it. Because some blue magic spells are insanely MP to damage efficient, and others are just like, I'm going to use like 130 MP to do less damage than this other one. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. Also, the Einherjar enemy layouts have been confusing me the last few days. Normally here in Tier 3, it starts off with like 1 or 2 family types. We've been bound. Well, then I'll just kill you guys prematurely then. But yeah, it starts out with maybe 1 or 2 family types. And then, you know, it goes and it's the boss and the last family type. And then sometimes it's 1 family type, then another family type, then the boss and the final. But these past few days that I've been doing Einherjar, I actually have walked in a couple times to Tier 3, and it's been the boss and all 3 monster families at once. And I don't know what causes that, but I don't like it because depending on what type of monster families it is, it means I either have to kill slowly or die. Because the boss will aggro if you try to just, you know, pull everything, so it's like one of those I-119 is strong, but it ain't that strong sort of situations. Also, check out this spell Subduction, right? It says deals 1 damage to enemies within range, additional effect weight. Look at the MP cost. 27 MP. Now watch how much damage it does. 3,645 damage to all enemies within range of me for 27 MP. You know what that's the equivalent of in Black Mage terms? That's like Blizzaga 3 or 2. I guess maybe coming from a Black Mage, that would be Blizzaga 2. I haven't really spent a lot of time on Black Mage, so I don't know exactly its efficacy versus like Red Mage nuking. I know one of the running jokes these days is even though Red Mage has job gifts for like tier 5 nukes and you know has plenty of magic attack gear and intelligence gear and things, that I guess it just doesn't get enough magic attack bonus trades or something, and people will say that its nukes don't count. Probably because Blue Mage is packing shit like this, and then like Black Mage and Scholar got tricks to actually do good nukes. Summoner too, really. A lot of the staffs at 99 that are decent for Summoner, they give the Avatar like over 100 magic attack bonus. And that's before any other gear, like just on the weapon. So I'm pretty sure that Summoner gets in some really good nukes at 99 if they choose to go that route. Although it's probably more for Astral Conduit, right? Like, I know that was a thing for a while, just from moderating the auction house forum. People talked about summoner burns being broken, and being able to kill certain notorious monsters with just like 2 or 3 summoners. And then someone else would come in and be like, "Oh, that's Nirvana summoner." It's like, it doesn't matter, motherfucker. Like, it's still summoner, right? I mean, it matters a little bit, right? That's a mythic weapon. I don't know exactly what the mythic weapon does for summoners. I assume something really good with like blood pack delay and summon avatar damage, but summoner is one of those jobs that's like always seemed neat to me, but then I just never decided to play it because you know, there's hey, hit the sheep. Come on. Okay, let's just focus on Mr. Behemoth here, who can't drop Behemoth stakes because Behemoth's meat wasn't added to the game until like 2013. Yeah, Behemoth meat actually hasn't been in the game very long relative to other meats. And I don't think you can get... I'll be surprised if we get a Behemoth meat from this chest. Usually it's just the horn. But that's because when Einherjar came out, Behemoth meat wasn't in the game yet. Pretty sad times, honestly. Like, one of my favorite things is the fact that you could just have a Behemoth steak. Oh shit. He's killing our ass. I've never seen him do this much damage to me. Maybe it's because I usually still have Mighty Guard on when I fight him. So you rectify that, but we don't have the MP. Yeah, it's my friend asking me to come JP grinds always makes me think, like, one, that's the first time anyone's asked me to come EXP other than my brother and Eons. And two, like, it's crazy to me that the grind has only gotten longer for, like, getting EXP. Because, you know, you got your, you gotta get your 2100 job points per job, and then you've got master levels nowadays. And it's such an insanely long grind, and I know this game's kind of known for that, but like the player base, you know, like they gotta realize that the player base for it, like the hardcore people still playing, you know, they're all in their 30s, 40s, and even 50s these days. So like they all gotta be super busy with, you know, families and jobs and work and shit. And like, I get it, we'll never run out of stuff to do, but it's always the same thing to do. Go and fucking kill crabs in a cave for 82 days straight. Doesn't exactly, you know, it's not exactly something you want to just like devote your evening to when you get home from work, you know? Of course, it'll be what I'm devoting my evening to when I'm not recording, but that's it. Like, it really bothers me, like job points. I know the intention was, you know, you're playing specifically this job, and so you're getting better at this job and all that. Compartmentalize and make it seem like, you know, playing all the jobs isn't relatively the same, just with, you know, different, very specific different things that, you know, really only stand out on jobs that are already, like, super niche, right? Like, playing Puppet Master is, like, radically different than playing, you know, say, you know, Summoner or Beastmaster, even though they're all three identified as the pet jobs. But, like, playing Warrior, Monk, Thief, Dark Knight, Ranger, Samurai, Dragoon, Corsair, Blue Mage, Dancer, and Rune Fencer, it's like they all do different things, but like if you can play any of those, you can play all of them. You just have like the most complicated thing you gotta like worry about is like, oh, Rune Fencer needs enmity gear and sub jobs that help them get enmity because they're tanking and it's not about raw damage. But you know, like they all have the same flow of, you know, use job ability that does thing for what job, you know, what it's used for, and then use weapon skill, perform skill chain. Like it's not hard. But anywho, yeah, Swan is all the mother necessity. You know, we have 101,280 ampoules of Therian Ichor, basically vials of beast blood. Give me that fucking Balrons. You hand Kalusha 100,000 ampoules. Bada bing, bada boom. Where is it? There it is. Okay. An eye patch worn by the celebrated hero of legend Balron. It is regarded as a sacred relic throughout the Empire of Atragan. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh! You really something, Papa Rune thinks. Where do you find this eye patch? This is Balron's eye patch, yes? You so nice to trouble yourself with finding it. Papa Rune, very grateful to you. Thank you, thank you. Alright, so what do we got left, right? We've got to get the Wormseeker Arrowheart, which comes from Zaldaf or whatever, that blonde dude that gives you remnants permanents. He wants 150,000 Nigel Isle tokens for it. We still haven't even started on that, really. And then Alexandrites, which we still need like 26,800 or something like that. So we got quite a ways to go. But technically, from just an objective list standpoint, we are halfway done. So, I think in all honesty, if you get a good group for it, or are just like really fucking good at Nigel Isle, with like the right gear, you could probably get Wormseeker Iroh Hat done in like a solid day or two of play. Yeah, and then the Alexandrite step, because they're worth money and can be traded. If you just earn a shit ton of gil or just buy a shit ton of gil, you could just solve that as quickly as you could. Let's see, what are they selling these for? Man, their prices are steep. Okay. And they're selling the linen purses for 400,000. The idea being that the linen purse can give you anywhere from like 72 to 100. And if it gives you 100, right, then that's actually better than buying the Alexandrites individually. But if it gives you 72 or less or around there, whatever, then like that's roughly what those cost, huh? Let's see. You know, let's risk it. Let's be risky. Let's buy a linen purse. Just to check what our Alexandrite's at, so I get a mental note. Oh, 69, meme number. That wasn't worth it from a price standpoint, really, but... Okay, so... okay, so actually, before this, I needed, 26,929, I guess. So, now we need 26,800. Woo! That's gonna be a step for me. I suck at making gil. I don't like making gil. My favorite way to earn gil in Final Fantasy XI has always been go after a big money drop from something and hope that you get it. And like, back in the day, it was doing the BCNM Royal Jelly and hoping to get the Yusuzemi Knee Scroll or the Archer's Ring or the Scroll of Phalanx or the Scroll of Erase, anything big like that, and then I would auction house sell it. And back in the day, I remember Yusuzemi Knee used to go from 1 to 1.4 million on my server, and then Scroll of Phalanx was like 300k, Archer's Ring was like 400k, it's using the recipe to make sniper's rings, which I didn't know for years. I was like, why is this shitty ring worth so much money? Because it's like +2 accuracy, +2 ranged accuracy or something like that. It's like a level 30 ring, which that's honestly not that bad for a level 30 ring. But, yeah. Okay, so for our next Voracious Resurgence mission, it's cutscenes in Juno. So we'll stop by in Bastok real quick because I want to switch my job. I want to hop off of Blue Mage. I'm about Blue Maged out. It was like last night or night before last or whatever. I was playing with my friend Tigris, the one who sent me the tell asking me if I wanted to grind JP just a few minutes ago. And we did Ambuscade together for like 6 hours or something. Maybe slightly less than 6 hours. Maybe more like 5 hours. It was a shit ton of Ambuscade. Well, I guess okay, wait, hold on. Yeah, closer to like. Yeah, okay, yeah, around 5 hours. And I actually started a samurai cape. It's going pretty swimmingly. My hopes are to actually get it done before the November reset so that I can make a couple more capes next month. And I'm taking the route of just making weapon skill capes and then using them for the TP phase because I have too many jobs I want to play. And looking at it objectively, the TP phase cape that most people make is like 30 dexterity, 20 accuracy, 20 attack, 10% double attack, and then like the damage taken. reduction, and that's all well and good, but it's actually like it is a lot more accuracy, but it's fairly marginal unless like you're building it technically for also dexterity weapon skill. But the amount of capes that you could make from Ambuscade is almost limitless because they're customizable, right? And you could make more than one cape for the same job. And so a lot of people like who are job specialists who just want to play nothing but one job, they will make, you know, they'll make a TP phase cape, they'll make a weapon skill cape, they'll make a weapon skill cape for, you know, their alternate best weapon skill or weapon type. They'll make magical weapon skill cape, they'll make hybrid weapon skill cape, then they'll make, you know, critical hit oriented TP phase, store TP cape. Like, people will make these ridiculous amount of capes, and the only way you're going to macro those out appropriately is you have to, from what I understand, for vanilla, you have to put them into your Mog wardrobes. And so like if we wanted to like go bananas and make like, you know, 7 capes for warrior or something, we'd have to buy like more wardrobes and just like put, you know, like TP cape 1 in here and 2 in here, 3 in here, and 4 in here, and 5. You get the idea. Like, separate them by wardrobe, and that way you'll be able to tell which capes you're macroing on and off. And then that's all a bit too involved for me. But how other people deal with it nowadays is they use third-party tools and those LUAs, you know, programming scripts for their job macros. And as if macros that weren't already convenient enough, people have programmed scripts, and they just go bananas with it. Okay, so we're going to be fighting something that apparently has a really nasty ice spikes effect, and I can't... There's not a lot of data on it on BG Wiki, so I don't know if I'll be able to kill it outright, or if I should focus on survivability. But my first line of thought is always just meathead it these days. Like, it's just like, oh, just meathead it, you know, meathead it if possible. Strategize later. Hence the last 2 videos before this one. Supposedly it has like a really potent ice spikes effect, so we might actually get some benefit on going like Rune Fencer and using runes, or like subbing Rune Fencer and using runes. We could use Ignis runes to negate that damage somewhat. I don't know if it would negate it enough. Let me see if Rune Fencer gets bar spells. I think they do. Right. Yeah, we could throw on Bar Blizzard and Ignis runes. With sub job, we would have 2 Ignis runes. I think that would be... I don't know, judging by how strong it says that the spikes get, though, I don't know. I don't know. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Like, either we're preparing the wrong way or we're preparing the right way. The only way to know for sure is to go do the fight, so... Yeah, some people really stick by Rune sub-job too. Like, I guess it became like a go-to sub-job for a little while for some jobs. But my friend Emil Leb, she really likes using it. She for a while there after I first met her, she was like monk/Rune Fencer to almost everything. And I didn't really understand why, and I grabbed the wrong boots there. Because, you know, like, the runes are great, they really are. But, you know, they don't do anything for physical attacks. And, they're, like, inferior damage-wise to, you know, end spells. Also, they overwrite end spells, which is a real point of contention for me. But hey, also that reminds me, I need to, we actually need to pull Runefencer Main out, and Geomancer as well, and go get their Ergon weapon skills. I think I mentioned that before, but it's just something that I want to do, and it just keeps slipping away from me because, like, I want the weapon skills to have them, but I don't actually want to play either of those jobs very much. Like, I think if I was going to take up a tank job, it would probably be Ninja. Which already should tell you that I don't actually want to tank anything, because nowadays Ninja's not really... It's like a tank in hyper-specific situations, and that's it. It's not like... I don't think it's anyone's go-to, like, tank. Like, I haven't heard about it tanking anything noteworthy. In fact, I've actually heard of, like, Dark Knight recently tanking more stuff than, you know, like, because of the, tools that Dark Knight has, not only for enmity, but for raw damage, and then damage taken sets. And, after the way we got one-shot by Maat's Howling Fist on Red Mage the other night, I'm halfway tempted to think that there's some innate damage values that, like resistance, that jobs like Warrior and Paladin and Dark Knight get. It might come from the raw defense on their armor, but I don't know. Where did I stick my Ragnarok? Ah, there it is. Okay, good stuff. We might consider using the sword and board just to be idling in more damage taken reduction. So, I mean, our damage taken set on Warrior is already actually at the cap. It actually goes up to 51%, but the cap itself is 50% unless you have gear that says damage taken capped 2, which is usually separated between magic or physical because they don't want you to have yet more damage reduction. But, What's our attributes like with Runefencer sub? A lot of agility. We lose out a bit on vitality though. Okay. This is mostly an experiment anyway. Alright, now let's go and start those missions now that we spent like 20 minutes in the fucking Moogle house. I want to make a region set. Region sets are pretty, I won't say niche anymore, because no, at this day and age, no gear set is niche, because people have come out with a gear set for everything, and with the Luas or LUAs or whatever, some people are like, oh, there's no reason you can't just have a maximum set for everything. So, like, some people have a set for literally everything for every job they play. And so it'll be like, and nothing is off limits, right? Like, I would never make a refresh set for Warrior, but someone out there has. Because they're like, well, what if I'm subbing anything with MP? And I need to have that MP. And then, you know, like, I don't know, just like, you get the idea, right? Like, but I've always liked regen sets because healing in between combat without cures is something that's pretty hard to do in this game. It takes a long time, and regen speeds that up significantly. But also, it's a great way, like, especially if you can hybridize it with damage taken to slowly raise your HP as the fight gets more and more drawn out. Because when anything goes wrong in fights in this game, it'll draw the fight out longer, and the longer a fight goes... Alright. Unbelievable. Why am I just hearing about this now? I understand your frustration, but the story is written for us by a famous gambling author. Oh, Colin, I'm glad you're here. You know my show that was scheduled for the Festival of Brave Souls? Get this, they're calling it the Mighty Maiden Fantastox Heroine Stage Show. First of all, who's this Fantastox person? My name is Moomore. Fantastox is a famous goblin thief. Her specialities include sneak attack and trick attack. So I'm supposed to team up with this thief against the enemy, right? Actually, we need you to play the evil villain that's trying to steal Mighty Maiden Fantastox's mask. Why would I want to steal some girl's mask? That's a bit weird, don't you think? In the story, it's a special mask that's got the power to turn boulders into bombs. And what am I supposed to do with something like that? Although I guess a show is always better if it has explosions in it. Moomore's Michael Bay confirmed. I know, right? We're gonna use smoke to simulate this explosion and set the stage. I get it, so that's when I appear as Mighty Maiden Moomore and sing my new song? Exactly! Due to your action, the world finds itself on the brink of destruction. But that's when Fantastox rises up to resume the fight. Wait, what? They're totally making me out to be the villain here. Yeah, that's the point. I've been telling you that from the very beginning. Hey, it's Calm Wind. What are you doing here? Ah, it's the brave hero, Gloom Phantom. Brave hero? I came as soon as I received your message. So the World Eater Egg was found in the middle of Uno. That's right, before anyone realized it was the World Eater Egg, it went from being in a goblin's capable hands to someone eating it. What? The shell was cracked open without needing my sword? Yeah, it's a total mystery. It's so unclear where this World Eater Egg originally came from. The World Eater Egg? Ultimately, it was that girl who gave the egg to the man known as Maat, who then promptly ate it. Well, he told me he was hungry, and so I simply brought him a hard-boiled egg I had found nearby. What I want to know is, where was the egg before that? I don't know the details, but I heard a monster near Delkfoot's tower was carrying it. Delkfoot? Where have I heard that name before? Delkfoot's tower is on Quiffham Island, which is the Gigas territory. So clearly certain death awaits us there. Can I ask for your help in this matter, brave hero? That's why I'm here. Leave everything to us. Maybe one of the Gigas knows about the egg and the monster that had it. I got it. We'll go to Quiffham Island, capture one of the Gigas there, and question it. You can help us too, Calm Wind. Sure, count me in. Naturally, Dasbog and MacBeehoo will be going to Quiffham Island as well. Okay, we'll be waiting for you in front of Delkfoot's tower. It's rare that you meet such a mighty hero in person. There ain't many who can draw others to their cause so effortlessly. As for you, I believe people call you that horror from the Holdfast before, yes? So clearly that makes you the perfect villain for our story. I resent that remark. You obviously don't know what's important in a heroine stage show. What did you say? If you don't know how a show is supposed to resonate with its fans, then I guess I'll just have to teach you. Well, there's that. So I guess we gotta go to Delkfoot's tower. Ooh boy. And fight a Gigas from the sounds of it. And the Gigas can apparently inflict zombie, and I don't remember. I have vague recollection of what that is. I don't remember if it's an insanely powerful plague or if it's technically a curse effect. I think it's technically a curse effect, but I straight up just like honestly don't remember. But we might want to bring some holy water and maybe re-raise. I'm thinking for trusts, we'll use like Valineral and the Bards, and then Koru Moru and Apururu, because they'll stay out of range and they won't hit it. We don't want trusts that actually auto attack physically because of its crazy ice spikes effect. Apparently, it's going to get so strong that it's going to like. We're probably going to just want to turn around whenever it does its ice spikes or something. I don't know. It says that they're undispellable and they stay on after they come up, after it does a move called Ice Roar, which I have a feeling it'll do right away. Maybe I should look into what this zombie status is. Okay, let's see. Also known by other names, ST20. The effect's name was briefly ST20 before it was assigned its current name, Zombie, and Super Curse. Let's see. Players under the effect of this curse cannot recover HP from healing spells, regen, or any other means. Okay, yeah, so we'll definitely want to bring holy water. Okay, I think we ought to be... I mean, we're not going to like guarantee a win or anything, but... Also, I remember when people called it ST20, because they call it ST20 because it's like stay 20 yalms away. You know, basically stay out of range, especially healers. There was actually a while where there was like several really big notorious monsters where the way that you had to fight them if you wanted status removal from mages was you'd have to have one white mage stand 20 yalms away from the monster, and they would still be getting hit by its attacks that were 30 yalms radius. So you'd have to have another white mage stand at least 11 yalms away from the white mage that was already standing 20 yalms away from the boss. So your white mage had a white mage, so they could white mage for your party. Pretty crazy. That's also like one of the strategies you can never do with trusts. You know, because trusts, right, like, they basically freeze in place for the most part. They kind of run around a little bit, like Bururu does and Cherokee does. But, you know, like, there's no, like, setting them in a location and being like, stay this far away so that you don't also get hit by the thing. I probably should have just warped. But, oh well. Oh, what the hell? It's like a fucking... The spider literally was just like... shooting its web out of its ass and slowly drifting down in front of my face. It was like really thin and white and kind of translucent. No idea what type of spider it was, but it's dead now. Freaked me the fuck out. I really wish my sinuses would unclog. They're up to the point nowadays where sometimes I wake up and they're not clogged. And then throughout the day, like after I have my first cup of coffee or like I'm just like working or doing something, they will sometimes unclog almost all the way, but not quite all the way. And then just at random intervals, one nostril or the other will just completely fill. It's driving me nuts. If this is going to be my autumn for the rest of my life, just because I'm getting older, then, you know, fuck autumn. It's going to be my least favorite time of year. Also, I'm pretty sure I've gone over it a couple times in other videos, but we haven't really been doing a lot of grinding. We're just like still barely over 400 job points on Warrior. That's our most job pointed job, and then Red Mage has 138. Bard's got like 60, yeah, 61. Then Blue Mage has, it's like, if I were to turn them in, the ones I have built up on it, I think it would have like 180 or so. But across all jobs altogether, I have like, oh, you know what? We can get Groundstone buffs to have a little bit of a lead on buffs if we want here. Like, we could grab this regen. That's not really that useful, but I don't think any of our trusts are going to put regen on us anyway. We could grab. Oh god, excuse me. We could go ahead and grab a preemptive haste. We could grab protection shell as well, but meh. I think we'll be fine. Summon the damn guy, damn it. Okay. Come on. Alright. Okay, so Delphitt's Tower. G6. Head to Quiffham Island near the entrance to the lower Delphitt's Tower and examine the targetable location called before Delphitt's Tower at G6 for a cutscene. Wait, so is this G6 and Quiffham Island? I think this is G6 and Quiffham Island. Ugh. Well, hopefully, I think if we zone, our trust timers reset when when it's an actual zoning zone. Okay, that's F6. So what is it? Slightly south of us, or slightly east of us? Oh, okay. Well then. Well, we were still able to get we're still able to get that preemptive haste, so that'll help us out a bit. Probably be a good idea to strike up some TP too. Use the damn rabbit pie, damn it. See, I think without Samurai Sub we're gonna get like 18 a hit. Yeah, okay, 181, yeah. So we have the fabled 6 hit of the 75 era that so many samurais were chasing. Oh, I forgot we were gonna get the job ability swordplay. I wonder how much accuracy that is. That might actually make Rune Fencer kind of an appealing subjob. Oh, we could get simp items out here too to help us out. Oh, but nothing that I actually care about. Okay. The ability's potency gradually increases accuracy and evasion. 3 a tick for a player while subbing rune, 6 a tick for main job Rune Fencer, caps at 60 evasion and accuracy. Okay, so it's actually a buff that gets stronger the longer it's on. And it'll stay on us until we take severe damage. So I guess that means a hit that would otherwise kill us. The kind of stuff you block with Sentinel Shares though, or Migawari Ichi. Which this thing might be able to do, I don't know. We'll find out. We'll spawn it in our damage taken setup here. Alright. And we just want Ignis runes to block ice. And we'll use Valation, I think. Yeah. Valation and Fluge whenever it's applicable. Gago. Are they all speaking Gigas? Ugh, are you even listening to us? Ah, it's the mighty calm wind. It's about time you showed up. This Gigas kid has no idea what we're talking about. We asked him about the monster that had the World Eater egg at FFXI Tower, but he doesn't believe us. He says it's none of our business. Well, apparently there was a purple dragon with a strange marking. A strange marking and a purple dragon. The one who brought the egg to Quadov also had a strange marking, I think. Actually, that was someone who was resurrected in Valhalla, right? Herc, what is that undead up to? Do you think it's trying to hide the egg again until it hatches? We were in Motfrin's master. What was his name again? I'm sure that mage is involved somehow. Yeah, his master's name was Garezo Horezo, right? Yes, indeed. That's right, then it's just worse by the moment. Quiet, you. Yes, I know how annoying people can be. Come on, just tell us what we want to know. Spit it out already. Man, your breath absolutely reeks. I can't take much more of this. Oh, I don't think you... I think you made him angry. Gigas and goblins don't get along very well. He's gonna have us for lunch. He just might from how strong these ice specs sound. They put ZM16 music on it. Oh yeah, we're being assisted by the Destiny Destroyers, by the way, and apparently if they die, we lose, so... You know, just typical save the NPCs thing. Guess we can see how much damage we do with Scourge here. Okay, it looks like he's going to have a lot of HP, so... This isn't going to be a simple thing, I don't think. Oh. Let's put Valation on there. And now let's risk it all by using Mighty Strikes and Brazen Rush. Just because we can. I have aired. It's okay though. I like airing. There's the thing. And that gives us Super Curse. Let's turn off Berserk maybe? Can we not get rid of it? That's really bad news bears type stuff. Oh, let's turn away from the damn. Can holy water get rid of it? I don't think holy water can get rid of it, which is really sucks. Oh, and we're terrorized now. Fantastic. Alright. Smooth sailing. I'm gonna kill this Gigas just because I don't like seeing Gigases at this point. Ugo, Ugo, Ugo. Isn't Ugu some sort of like porn meme from hentai or anime or something? It's usually spelled U-G-U-U. He says that the creature with the marking on the egg itself has always been at Delkfoot's tower. So does that mean the old fairy tale is actually true? Well, what fairy tale? It said that the powerful mage Delkfoot hid a dangerous egg within a great tower. Is that really true? However, the part about such a massive tower being built so quickly is pretty hard to believe. And that's the part of the story too. I know they say that Delkfoot is a... Okay, Echion has told me what we need to know. Not too long ago, a room for the World Eater egg was found within Delkfoot's tower. However, the Gigas decided to keep that information from us. And why is that? The Gigas weren't around 5,000 years ago, so they had no idea just how dangerous Chaos was. In fact, they say Chaos is a benevolent being who actually cleaned up the Middlelands. How could they think such a thing? Well, I suppose I get what they're trying to say. Long ago, when the Tomberries weren't like we know them today. Oh boy, here we go. The world had collapsed, and so suddenly everything changed. The land was covered in crystals, and not a single living thing could exist on its surface. One day, however, a great winged creature appeared from the sky. It devoured all of the crystals encasing the land. Eventually, this giant winged creature became the terrestrial avatar known as Chaos. Nicely told, Dasbog. Is that really true? But Meebles know about the soil and the land beneath us as well as anyone. So Chaos actually helped create the land as we know it today. And because of that, various beings could be born and live here. So maybe Chaos got tired of us and that's what motivated such actions? Hey, it's not like we're just a bunch of weeds or something. Afterwards, Chaos simply enjoyed a delicious feast. Delicious? Ah, that's it. What's the matter? Do we know how the egg was cracked open? No, unfortunately not. Etienne doesn't know anything about it either. It's strange. What exactly words are hard. What exactly happened to Juno? It's a waste of our precious time to just sit here and think about it. Let's go ask I'm getting tongue-tied all over the place. And I'm not even doing accents. Let's go ask Muckfix. Hey, you should come visit Muckfix with us too. Okay. Well. Seems legit. Let's turn off names now. I'm tired of seeing them. Alright. We can just hop on a mount real quick. Well, I'm glad that Gigas went more smoothly than the Maat fight. Although, after like beating the Maat fight the other night, I felt really dumb. I was just like, man, you know, I don't know why I didn't put 2 and 2 together. You know, it's just not. Oh, it randomly benedictions anytime you weapon skill. It's like, oh, okay, well, the obvious solution is just don't weapon skill. But I guess I was so obsessed with power and like thinking about how like my brother probably like 1 or 2 shot it and didn't even realize it had a mechanic or something, that I was hoping to kind of do the same. I also kind of thought that like just auto-attacking him to death, that he would eventually benediction anyway. So I was kind of, I don't know. The thought process was like not exactly a process. It was just sort of, let's muddle through somehow, maybe. Alright, let's see. What kind of cutscene are we gonna get now? Still don't know how it was cracked open without your sword. 5,000 years ago, the one known as Chaos sought to destroy all that was new, even the world itself. I swear, like, the picture they're using for Bahamut, or I mean, Chaos looks like Bahamut, so. That includes goblins, Jagudo, orcs, Quadav, anything that was different from itself. A great number of species went extinct before the strongest of those that remained band together. The Gigas feel that way because during the battle against Chaos 5,000 years ago, they hadn't even been born yet. So there's no way they could have known about the hatred from those that were devoured by Chaos. I don't like how they don't believe us just because they haven't seen something for themselves. By the way, what about that undead who was carrying the World Eater egg? Is the mage known as Gorezo Horezo that can control the undead involved somehow? Actually, we don't really know the answer to that ourselves. Well, someone must know something. Maybe this one knows something? Talk about Gorezo Horezo and Chaos. Sorry, I forgot. Book on Maelstrom Theory? I'm not sure if that makes it any clearer or not. I think I got a pretty good idea. We can have Dazbog explain the rest later. That's fine, but we still haven't solved the mystery yet. We haven't? But clearly, Gorezo Horezo wanted info on Chaos in order to learn a new type of magic. He looked into Chaos even after his death and journeyed to Valhalla. But Chaos was defeated in Valhalla. Yeah, that's right. Odin dealt the finishing blow personally. Wait, I thought it was a brave goblin hero that delivered that blow 5,000 years ago. Huh? In the battle for the Middlelands, it was my ancestor who dealt the finishing blow. However, Chaos was no ordinary opponent. Chaos was resurrected in a world beyond this one, so my ancestor and numerous other brave warriors journeyed to Valhalla and continued to fight, even beyond death. Ah, so those are the warriors whose death we mourn as part of the Festival of Brave Souls. So at the very end, Odin dealt the final blow. So clearly Chaos met its end long ago. That's a relief. I was worried about what I'd do if Chaos was still alive today. It's not just me either. All goblins carry this sense of dread. That's why we started the Festival of Brave Souls. I wholeheartedly support this festival as well. I've got it. We can call it the Mighty Maiden's Heroine Stage Show. Remember the battle against Chaos. Say that again? The show we can put on at the Festival of Brave Souls. Or we can simplify the name a bit and just call it the Mighty Maiden's Heroine Stage Show Defeat Chaos. What is she talking about? She's not happy with the show for the festival, so she's been trying to convince me to change it. You're right, she's been here the whole time. It came to me after hearing all of you talk. The evil being known as Chaos tried to eradicate anyone who was different from it, so various beings worked together to oppose it, right? And afterwards, this enemy rose up and once again to put the land in danger. The story has it all. A real tearjerker followed by everyone living happily ever after. A story like that contains everything that fans want to see in a hero in a stage show. First, everyone is made stronger due to their differences. Second, they overcome their differences and work together. Third, there are moments of sadness, but the people rise up in a spirit of hope. When you put it like that. Furthermore, once everyone sees the show, they won't be like the Gigas and not believe in something because they've never seen it before. Yeah, I suppose you have a point. Okay, I'll give it some thought. You will? However, in regards to Valhalla, Chaos may have hidden the egg before its death. Yes, that's totally possible. However, I think Odin would have noticed. Maybe his nose was stuffed up, or he had... Maybe his nose was... That's extra funny because my nose is stuffed up. Or he would have had it else on his mind at the time. It's definitely a mystery. I wish I could ask Odin personally. What? You realize that means you'd have to be dead, right? Of course, I don't want to die, but I don't want to go back to Hashelm either. In that case, we could always ask one of Odin's demons. Oh yeah, you're right. That's a great idea. Is there one we could easily talk to? Or if you like that here in Juneau, they're disguised as regular people. Okay, then let's get going. Huh, that's interesting. I wasn't aware anyone in Juneau was a secret demon. Does Muckfix say anything new? What if she played Chaos? Well, then that guy from Strangers of Paradise would have to punch her, and that wouldn't be good for stuff. Okay, so now, next mission, we can go talk to Elijah in Upper Juneau. That's the guy who gives out the Rogue Category 4 objectives. It's funny, we have Rogue Quest 3 and Rogue Quest 4, but what happened to 1 and 2? I don't know where 1 and 2 are from, so we don't have them. Don't think we have enough daily tally to open the box. And even if we did, that would just make me antsy about opening it for the next 5 days, so we can just wait. You don't gotta check the goblin. I'm a little bit miffed, because like, over the weekend I worked a turnaround. I worked a 10-hour shift into another 10-hour shift, with only 7 hours between the shifts. And then the first shift, it was like a super busy shift. I checked in like 61 reservations at the hotel. Went from almost no rooms to sold out. Then today I worked from 1 to 11, and tomorrow I am supposed to work 1 to 11 again, but I also have a mandatory meeting I have to go to at 10 a.m. that lasts until 2 p.m. And I get to clock in for it, but it means I'm going to be clocked in for like close to 14 hours. It's ridiculous. What's this? You wish to know if I'm familiar with a black-clad goblin? Yes, I have had the displeasure. A more uncouth specimen I have never come across. But if you're going to wallow in the mud like a pig, then it was only appropriate that I gave them an appropriate porcine companion, so I introduced them to Shami. Oh. Huh. So, I wonder why... I guess maybe they thought some people would go talk to him to figure out where to go next. I'm going to throw away 5 holy waters because my inventory is tight. Okay. Too much stuff in my inventory. Speak with Shami in Port Juno. Okay. Yeah, so essentially, whenever I go to bed at night, I go to bed knowing that when I wake up, I pretty much just have to get ready, go straight to work. Not quite as early as a morning shift, mind you. When I have to get up for morning shift, I have to get up at like 6 a.m. or so to get ready and then go in to be there by 7. And then I'm there till 5. It's just like people talk about the whole 9 to 5 job or whatever. That's only 8 hours. I would kill to only have to work 8 hours a day at this point. Hey, you're the one that was with Matt. Are you looking for something? Odin's servant. Well, you gotta tell us all about it. Oh man, I'm getting tired. So those goblins are trying to find out more about the World Eater egg. They'd be happy to tell you what we know. I can share what I learned from one of my orb suppliers. First of all, the situation in Valhalla is exactly what you and the goblins think it is. The World Eater egg that was sitting somewhere in Valhalla was broken open. Or at least that's what I heard. I thought Odin would do something about it, but things didn't go quite as expected. If you want to know more, you should speak with the new demon known as Duke Alices. I believe he shows up from time to time at Elijah's in Upper Juno. Although he hasn't been there lately, maybe he got tired of Elijah's sarcastic personality. He wouldn't be the first. Also, I imagine you're curious about how Maat managed to split open the World Eater egg. The World Eater egg was sealed away in Delkfoot's tower on Quiffum Island. The one who sealed it away, I believe he goes by the name of Delkfoot. According to him, the shell already had a crack in it. Damn it, I'm so tired of yawning. Apparently someone in Sandioria put a crack in the egg roughly 20 years ago. Delkfoot was mumbling about how people always stick their noses where they don't belong. Well, I suppose they're better than the Gigas. They hid the fact that the egg had been stolen. That's true, they probably should have reported it to Delkfoot. You don't want to make a demon angry. Although we were lucky this time, that egg didn't end up doing too much harm. Yeah, about that, I heard something that was a little worrisome. Maybe it was because it was Maat. Never mind, you should hurry home and eat so you can get some rest. If you want to know what happened 20 years ago, you need to go back in time. Okay, so apparently we have to go to southern Sandioria in the past. Their title's Long Live Moomor. How about that? It'd be cool if the person who broke the World Eater egg in the past was the guy in one of the armies that wields the Ragnarok, but I don't think that it was. Judging from this guide. Although I could be wrong. This reminds me, I need to show off the Sandiorian past quest and the Windurst ones. And not just to show them off, but to get some trusts that I actually would like to have on this character. You can get X and Mill S, and he's a really good trust in my opinion. Alright, Valineral R. DeVille. Hey buddy, I got your trust. Nice to finally meet you. There appears to be discord within the Confederate forces. Perhaps they are simply trying to trick us into thinking so. Ah, you are Calm Wind from the 4th Division, yes? I could never forget a capable new recruit such as yourself. I am Valineral, Captain of the Royal Guards. I need your help with a mission of the utmost importance. The battle situation is changing constantly, and we may be left with no hope of reprieve. Please allow me to explain. We received a report from the Knights of Madderfalcon and Valdunia the other day that cannot be overlooked. We are currently at war with the Beastmen Confederate as they ramp up their forces, and they are now preparing some kind of magical weapon to use in the fight. Apparently this weapon is known as the World Eater Egg. Just as its name suggests, it reportedly has the power to devour the world itself. However, aside from its name, everything about the egg is shrouded in total mystery. As such, we know next to nothing about its actual use, current location, or origin. There is no mention about such an object in any known legend, meaning that we are completely in the dark about it. Just as we were planning to interrogate a beastman we captured, we were approached by someone who had some inside information. According to this defector, the World Eater Egg is an extremely dangerous object, one that not even the Confederate forces are capable of handling properly. This defector then asked us to put a stop to the beastman's plan, so we suspected it was some kind of trap at first. We thought that because the defector said the egg was located deep within the Eldium Necropolis. Do you know about the Eldium Necropolis? It's part of the Covfefe Barrows, and was built by the Elven civilization long ago. I have heard that it serves as a burial ground for the countless knights that have fallen in battle over the years under the kingdom's banner. I spoke with both the gravekeeper and also a gravedigger at the site, and they mentioned that some sort of egg had been excavated there. Since it is of a known origin, it was determined that it was too dangerous to move. Therefore, it still remains deep within the necropolis. Naturally, there is not enough information to say with certainty that this is the World Eater Egg that everyone is talking about. However, we recently received word that the Confederate forces' elite troops have infiltrated Battaglia Downs. If that is true, we had to assume that they were after this World Eater Egg as well. Once we have made that determination, our mobile unit, known as the Knights of the Red Rose, immediately set out for the Eldium Necropolis. Unfortunately, they were ambushed by an enemy unit lurking in the area, and their advance is currently at a standstill. This is why we need your help. You must reach the World Eater Egg before the Confederate forces do. I want you to keep an eye on the World Eater Egg until Noel Uri and her knights can get there. Who is Noel Uri? She is the leader of the Knights of the Red Rose. Having studied the art of Bushido in the Far East, she wears somewhat unusual armor. The weapon she carries at her waist is also quite special. There is no mistaking her once you see her. Now then, this is no time for idle conversation. You must make preparations for your journey at once. In order to reach your destination, you will need to enter the Eldium Necropolis from a barrow that lies in the center of Battaglia Downs. There's a strong possibility that you will encounter the Confederate unit. I recommend that you proceed with caution. Alright. Sounds legit. Okay. So now we gotta go to Battaglia Downs. I think we just take the Campaign Arbiter to go there quickly, and then hop on a mount. Head to Battaglia Downs S. At the eastern edge of G7, and touch the shiny secret entrance to enter the Eldium Necropolis S. The survival guide or campaign warp are the fastest. Head to F9 and interact with the egg discovery site location to start a cutscene. Okay. So wait, we needed to go to what? G7? Eastern edge of G7? Okay. I'm actually not gonna mount up because I want to hear this music because I like this. Like, Wings of the Goddess zone music really blew it out of the park, in my opinion. It's a damn shame that it always gets interrupted by campaign. Crimson Wolf Esquire. I was kind of thinking while I was yakking. The reason that jobs like Dark Knight and Warrior and Paladin and stuff, the reason they might take less damage or something is not just from armor defense, they have a higher vitality rating, and I wonder if there's some sort of breakpoint for vitality that causes an unknown or untested damage threshold to be obtained. Like lowers the damage ceiling or something. Secret entrance. Swing. Of course there's a campaign battle going on in here. Because why wouldn't there be? For this mission we're gonna have to fight some jackals, so I'm not 100% sure on who to bring. They don't really have to make complete sense, so. So, if Noel Lurie is involved and her special break katana is involved, I wonder if she's going to be the one who cracks the egg. And she's able to crack the egg because she's wielding the relic katana. Let's see. Head to F9. Gotta go to F9. Okay, so I'll just go around the corner basically. Discovery site. Swing. Alright. Oh, there's a Gigas there. And Leadavox. So what? Aren't you getting about this? 5,000 years ago, that egg nearly caused the world's destruction. Methinks you should quit running your mouth. If what you say is true, this egg is a mighty weapon that'll guarantee us victory. Why wouldn't we use it? Use it? You mean hatch it? If we do that, boom! It's gonna be the end of everything as we know it. Of course I know that. The Shadow Lord is clearly a powerful adversary. Naturally, I don't want to oppose him. The Shadow Lord is supreme. Aw, poor Leadavox. Grahaha, death to all traitors. Who are you? We'll bathe in your blood. Okay, not seeing no alert anywhere. Okay, so just I don't think our rune fencer job is really sub-job's really going to help us here too much. I don't know, maybe earth runes or something. Oh. Or actually, maybe what we want to do... Maybe we want to do darkness runes. Because apparently one of these things is Beastmaster. And Beastmaster has charm. And if we somehow wind up killing its pets, it can charm us. And that would spell the end of us, so... The Gigas started. Okay. Alright. Oops, I worry charged too soon. Go figure. Alright. Gonna be easy peasy in Kaleidos. Or if we can sleep the saplings with Shockwave here. Might as well take the saplings out now, since the Beastmaster is down. Oh damn, these saplings got some hands going on here. Oh shit, this saplings have killed 2 of our trusts. That's not bueno. How many more of these saplings are there? Ooh, big Scourge. Let's get the Ranger now, I guess. He could be quite deadly. If he does Eagle Eye Shot on us. Just solidify our HP here. Or he could do that King of Hearts, I suppose. Well, I trust they're really doing God's work by taking all the hits for us here. mind. Kind of wish Blue Mage got that as a spell. It'd be really nice to be invulnerable from behind. Then you wouldn't have to worry about picking up soap in the shower. I got jokes. They're not very good. You know, it's probably not the highest damage ever, but I bet that Samurai slash Rune Sensor is probably pretty fun. Because you could magic burst your own self skill chains with a job ability, with lunge. It'd probably do, with a good magic attack bonus and hybrid weapon skills, you might actually even get some good results. Like Jinpu's detonation, if you use wind runes, you can magic burst the detonation. And it's probably not like super worth it, but I'm pretty sure hybrid weapon skill build has a ton of magic attack bonus in it already. Down you go, bastards. Okay. Alright, there's Neoluri and her all-female... Giving me the vapors. You sure did. I was gonna run out of trusts. Ugh, I can feel an ominous energy emanating from it. You can? In that case, surely you must know. That egg will lead to the world's ruin. Yes, you may be right. Lady Neoluri, what is the matter? Look, her face is turning completely blue. You do not sense the egg's voice? Or perhaps I mean, it's stirring? Wait, you must not approach it! Lady Neoluri? Ah, yeah, she hit it with Tachi Kite. I cracked it. Is that a crack? That sword, was it also made by the Defergar? Hey Goblin, is there any way to bury this egg? A hero will come and split the egg wide open. A hero? Who are you talking about? That isn't for the likes of you to know. Or Delkfoot, the demon! Thanks for the introduction. You're smarter than you look, Goblin. The demon. I'm not letting you lay one hand on the World Eater egg. Oh, aren't you a feisty one? I like that. However, you don't need to worry. I detest conflict. I'm simply trying to put some distance between myself and the Beastman Confederate. Although, I'm surprised that a relic weapon could actually make a crack in the World Eater egg. What? Stop. It is foolish to approach the egg. Can't you hear your weapon whispering it to you? Amano Murakuma. That voice belongs to a soul sealed within the Amano Murakumo. Relic weapons contain the strongest souls that were chosen by Odin himself in Valhalla. What do you mean? Still, that's definitely a crack, if even just a small one. I must tell Sakura about this, although he did say that he'd never be able to forge a prime weapon again. Depending on the wielder, I suppose it is possible to use a relic weapon, although perhaps it was simply due to your skill. What are you planning to do with the egg? That is entirely up to Odin. Odin is powerful, we needn't worry. That which hatches from the egg is an enemy of Odin as well. It must never be used for conflict. Originally, it was something that neither beasts nor people should ever touch. In order to make that widely known, I suppose I could paint the skies with your blood. In consideration of the relic weapon, I suppose I can allow you to leave unharmed, though. Ah, he's gone. That demon may have made off with the World Eater egg, but I suppose we are lucky to still be alive. My legs are still shaking. Delphoot must be highly ranked among the demons. Is he somehow related to Delphoot's tower? Ah, the goblin. After her, we must find out more about the World Eater egg. Calmwind, you must deliver your report. Be sure to tell him everything that happened here. Okay, so now we got to go back to Valinor in Sandy S. So we get the first mention of prime weapons in this questline, while they also give a nod to relic weapons. And wonder if the demon, the Divergers, are the ones that forge the relic weapons or not. Which, to be fair, you know, whenever we had the goblin at Castle Zaval forge our relics, he said he just had a smith friend. He said it was an ancient Gabi secret. But if it's somehow related to the prime weapons, you know, maybe he has a goblin that's copying the Diverger style or something. It's like relics are made by like a demon apprentice. That'd be kind of cool. I'm sorry for all my sniffling. Also, apparently those cutscenes, they wouldn't work if Noeluri was out at a campaign battle. And also, we wouldn't be able to turn the quest in or start the quest for Valinor if he was off at a campaign battle. So it's very fortuitous that they just happen to not be out at campaign battles. Although they might have changed that since the guides were written, I don't know. Demon showed up and took it, dude. Mercenary known as Duskraven. The sacred city of Adolin had books on the World Eater eggs. Oh. Uh-huh. I'm pretty sure your fate is actually to go be a mercenary in the Near East and get eaten by a chimera, but you know, whatever. What? What is he giving us? He thinks it's a projectile or maybe some kind of musical instrument. Chocks. Oh, it's like a fucking maraca. That's funny. But anyway, that actually concludes, I believe that concludes part 8 of Voracious Resurgence. So we are actually on part 9 now. And part 9 takes place in Adeline. And we'll have some more cutscenes and some more fighting, it looks like. And I'm just wondering how many more missions till we get cock-blocked. Probably at the end of part 9, I would imagine. Because that's when we're going to run into sortie access, I believe. And once we have sortie access, we will have to do sortie in order to gain Gallimaufry, which is a sortie unique currency that is used to upgrade Empyrean armor to +3 and +2, I believe. But also used to upgrade prime weapons. So weapon upgrades get in the way of gear upgrades, just like with Ambuscade. Hoo-yah! Anyway, thanks for watching. Gonna have to go on to bed now. It's like 2 a.m. So, thanks for watching. Stay safe. Have a great day. And next time we'll do more Voracious Resurgence. Please look forward to it.